My name's Jason Meekum, and I'd like to share my story. I was raised in a different religion where there was a lot of shame, a lot of guilt if you weren't doing things the right way, if you weren't following the rules. I felt bad when I was younger because I was filled with this shame. Like I felt like I wasn't good enough, and children my age would walk on the opposite sides of the hall just so they wouldn't talk to me. So that shame led me to the beginning of my addiction. Smoking, drinking, smoking weed, trying to steer my life into another direction that wasn't good. I got married 2 months out of high school, was married for 8 years, which led to us having problems being so young. Eventually we got a divorce, and in that divorce led me into deeper addiction. Started out with pills, pain pills, anti-anxiety medicine, and then that graduated into heroin, and then eventually methamphetamines. Got to a point where I was crying every time that I did a shot. Every time that a needle came close to my skin, just because I knew it was just masking pain, just momentarily. But it was those moments that I thought that I was happy, that I didn't feel the shame that I wasn't good enough. I lost someone very close to me. Her name's Sarah, and she couldn't deal with me being high anymore. She was trying to be sober, trying to be good, and she left. And it was a couple weeks after her leaving that I tried changing. I tried changing by myself, and that wasn't working. So I was 3 days sober when I came to the Adventure Church, helping out in Jesus Feeds. And Pastor Ira come up to me and asked me what was wrong. First time, I said, not much. And then it was the second time that he asked what was wrong, that I broke down in tears. I couldn't hold back anymore. Ira asked me to come back to his office, and he said, it's kind of funny that my appointment just called and canceled. I'm supposed to be talking to you today. And that was the moment that I was in his office and we were talking, and I was just a blubbering fool. And that was the moment that I surrendered my life to Christ. Trying to quit the multiple times and try to get sober the multiple times that I did, feeling the withdrawal after so many days. Compared that to the time after surrendering my life to Christ, it's a night and day difference. No withdrawal after surrendering, none whatsoever. I was addicted from the time I was 16 until I was 32. And I have been sober completely for August 17th was 4 years for me. I felt empty before, and after surrendering, I was filled with this peace, this unexplainable warmth, like I was being engulfed in a hug, knowing that everything was going to be okay, knowing that he was always going to be there for me, no matter what, and knowing that I have salvation, knowing that I can never be good enough, but he saved me. He saved me from that shame and that guilt. God has turned my life around completely, going in an opposite direction I'm happy. It feels wonderful to not have that weight holding me down. To be able to accomplish the things that I've accomplished in these 4 years. I found hope in Christ, and He helped me. He helped me, and it can change you. It can change somebody that you know by surrendering. It's joyful being able to not have those chains holding you down. It's what I put my hope in, is Christ.